Well, good afternoon my YouTube friends, it's Margaret here from Orchids and Garden in England, and we've got another glorious day and the garden's full of crocus, it's coming alive, and the grow room is just over 20 degrees C, and I've been tidying up. I've been getting on top of things again because, you know, we have to keep an eye on everything, and especially this time of the year, you know, when bugs start to appear and new roots start to appear, and you've got to really just be vigilant. So yesterday I checked all the frags. Today I've checked all the phalaenopsis. I've changed the water and I've cleaned the vases out, and they appear to be doing very nicely. This is my big Cattleya lobata, and although it's got a leaf that's dying back there, we've got quite good roots. Now I'm going to have to check this later. I think these are some dead bugs, but I just watered it. I've not really checked this one, but I will check it before it goes back. I've got some under here which have just been watered. Those are 2 dying leaves of the older pseudobulbs, and I've been struggling with my Masdevallias, but this one looks as though it's coming back. And I've got some lovely roots now, green growing tips on the phalaenopsis. So I've just got to be vigilant. Water everything. There's another one. This is Mendelii. Sorry about that, I've got a full spectrum light here, sorry. But look at the new roots. And this is the phalaenopsis Leodora. That's got lots of new roots. So you can see them under there. See them round here. So gradually things are coming back from the winter slumber. These are in this little bowl of water here, and that's Procatifolia. That will go in this water when I pull these out. So let's take you around here, and of course that's the Moniera Millennium, and this is the one that's I've brought it through the winter, and I just gently allow a little drop of water just to keep it from dehydrating. But look at the growth on that. And the Pathiopedilums all got watered the other day, and of course this is the Cattleya walkeriana. Now what I managed to do with this, so I've got one in this pot which I check every day. I've got this one. Now where's its little tray? Oh, I've pinched its tray for the Van der Falcata. It's in the windowsill because it's been watered. I check this every day. There's 2 in there, and bear with me. And there's this one in here. So they'll be watered later. With the Tolumnias, although it's been scorching, I've got new growths coming on them, but I like to water them when I've done all the others. So this is the windowsill area now, and there's that new growth, and that's Catasetum Glade Davy Ranches, doing very nicely. And this one with its nice big green growing tip there. This is Vandercostalis Lucinary times V Way Ron Miniata times Vietnamica. And this is the Fred Clark Aura, and I've shown you this one. It's got a tiny, tiny little, I don't know even if you can see it, it's that small, it's round here somewhere. But it's wakening up, so I've put it on the windowsill area. This is the one I've just watered. And this is the nice big Vanda falcata. Oh, look, it's sending out a new leaf there. And we've got an extending root there. And we've got this one just extending. And that'll just stay here on the windowsill till later, and then I'll put it back on its rack. And of course this is one of the other one. This is the Catasetum pileatum, yellow giant. There. It's very warm in this area, exceptionally warm. Now I'm just going to go down here, so bear with me. Can you see? These are the Kinganan types. There's that one, and there's berry over there. And we've just named that one. This is Dendrobium thyriflorum, and that's Delcatum at the back. And I think this one, I always get them mixed up, Chrysotoxum. So they've been attended to, and I've got a new growth down there. Right down there. Oh, right down there, on the Pleurothallus. And these are some that I've watered today. Can you see them all under there on that bottom shelf? Because that's what I do, I've got little drip trays. So put them under here. I've got this little fan on here, and it just gently sends that breeze round. Oh, I forgot to show you. I've got two buds here coming out of Love Castle, Crewe. Look, that's the one I nearly lost last year. Spider mites. The others are all doing fine. They all got watered yesterday. They're all coming to terms with the long winter and are starting to show signs of new growths. So if I just get up on my little step here. Oh, I've watered that today as well, look. That's the Laelia anceps. That's had a good watering. And this is L.C. Berman's or palm. This is the one that doesn't like the sun, so I've put this wrong here. Doesn't really go that way round. Let's put it this way round. That's how it's supposed to go. Sorry about that. There we go. This will get watered, but not today. That'll get watered tomorrow, and I've decided today that this is Chysis lemingii. Oh, I've got a new little growth coming there, or a new flower. Can you see it? I think it's too hot up here now, so I'm going to have to find somewhere else to put that. Yeah. And of course this is the big Pastoral Innocence. And it's got two new, well, it's got a root up the other side, and it's got possibly two new growths. So we're doing well with that. And of course, just bear with me a minute, don't want to fall over. Cattleya purpurata in there, and that's just a no ID fold. Scaphoglottis up here, and those are Phalaenopsis. Right, so, oh, and can you just see it? Angraecum sesquipedale, just tucked in there. Oh, and this is the Orchids falcata. I've changed that water as well today. And see, all the empty hangers, they'll all be filled up. And here we come, back on the top shelf with the frags. So these all got checked yesterday. Checked and watered, even the others, even in the black pots. And there we are, you see. There's the other beautiful bloom, and the one waiting there. So that's the one that fell this morning, this one here. And that got watered. And look at the new growth on Phragmipedium grande. Now I think I can step down now. And this got watered, but I don't water this excessively. But I've noticed this morning, and you see on the little, it just looks like a Tolumnia, doesn't it, the way the fringe. But I think that might be on its way out, but I've got another one developing there. And of course these are the Hoyas. There's that one, and there's that one, and this is the Colorum. This is the one that fared the worst, but I think it's going to be alright. I mean, I'm not going to be able to get rid of those leaves, but I've noticed there are new leaves, new centre leaves coming up, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed. That is the Vanda Cultana times Robert's Delight, and it continues to grow. I've got water in there and I just bobbed them down. And this one here, this was on death's door, Cultana Gold, Vanda Cultana, is it Cultana Gold by Dr. Anek. And look, that's in semi-hydro. That's enjoying that. And this is the other one, Vanda Addy Sack Happiness. So there we go. And this is the Hoya pubicalis. And look, let me show you where it's going. Can you see? It's crawled up through there, developing new leaves. It's going round here now. And oh look, can you see? It's here. There must be another section somewhere. And these are the other frags that I've watered and fed yesterday. I even did these under here. And I even gave this No ID on Oncidium time some water. And today, like I say, I've done the Phalaenopsis and checked everything there. I've got some of these mounts just to water, but maybe that'll do later. There's no hurry. This is my Dendrobium nobile. It's supposed to be a star class lilac, and you see, this has been in flower since December. And I don't water it a lot, you can see by the cane. But look, absolute gorgeous blooms. And I meant to say this at the beginning of the video and I forgot. But I had an appointment on Tuesday with the oncologist, and I asked him how the bloods were, and he said, "Oh, they're fine, Margaret, they're fine." And then I said to him, "How was my CT scan?" And there. So the oncologist said your CT scan was similar. And I thought, well, that's an unusual answer. And he explained to me that when I had my diagnosis scan in October, that's a wallflower there, look at that. He said that from October to me starting the therapy treatment, he said the cancer grew slightly. So he said, but then he started to take the tablets beginning of December. He said so that taking the tablets will have halted the progression of the cancer, and so hence he says it's similar. So I said, well, as long as you're happy with that. And he says, oh yes. he says he's hoping by the time I have my next scan in 3 months' time, there will be some shrinkage. And and I do feel a lot better. Oh, look at that, that's a lilac coming alive. And I do cough occasionally, but what can you expect? But otherwise, I'm doing fine. And I don't let it invade my life now, because there's no point. I just carry on enjoying life and looking after the orchids, coming out in the garden. It's still chilly, but we've got bees visiting, the flies awakening, and look, this is one of the tree peonies, and it didn't flower last year, but it's got quite a few buds on this year. And we turn this way. He's been moving some of the tubs down the garden. Oh, look at this. This is, goodness gracious, this is an early clematis, and it's very fragrant. So, and this didn't do well last year because of course Keith altered everything. So we're going to have to try and tie that in somehow. And of course this is the Lavatera. Now I'm walking in the sun here, so some of the clematis has come through on here. There we go. And so it's just a follow-up video, really, just to... I'm bent down now, that's why my voice has changed a bit. Can you see? And we'll be back again. Orchids and garden in England. And although we're going to go into cooler weather this weekend, look, everything's coming alive. And we just love it. So thank you for joining me. Take care. I'll be back soon. Bye bye now.